Good afternoon, everybody. It is a Thursday. Howdy, Silas. Hey, Ken. Hey, Dragnos. I know I'm getting a little bit started later than usual. And that's on me. I apologize. That one is entirely on me. I got sidetracked. Hey, Jesse. Hey, Wolf. Not too bad, man. Hey, Lenny. Come again? You know, Wolf, I was thinking, like, on the question you asked. And, like, you know, I've played the video game, Battletech, the turn-based tactics one. And it's really hard to pick a favorite. So I feel like I need to delve into the actual tabletop and, you know, see what I figure out from there. Oh, Lenny, no. No. You know, while we're here, let's check what the demand is over at Area 18. You know, Lenny, there's about maybe 2 Christmas songs that I like. The first one being Feliz Navidad. It is the only one that I actively enjoy. My God, look at that. Look at that. They are sold out. Literally cannot unload. Nice, Jess. My God, 50 mil. Well, congratulations, Jesse. Now, Akron, when I say Feliz Navidad, I mean specifically the Jose Feliciano version and no other version.
Tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
Hey, Coyote. You know, Lenny, tell you what, I'm gonna rewrite Little Drummer Boy, where he's like, I've got no gift, and she just gave birth, and that's a small baby, so I just went home. Oh, Jesse, I am sorry, man. Also, Renegade, good to see you. Yeah, Akron, tell me about your Feliz Navidad dislike. Like, I'm not, you know, insulted or anything. I just, you know, I want to hear your reasoning.
Now arriving.
Oh, hey. Interesting things might happen on this server. Yeah, Wolf. I know a lot are hitting salvage right now.
From transforming worlds to
And yeah, Coyote, like that's the better thing to do. At least reduce us to tick traders.
investing in tomorrow's future.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Yeah, exactly, Coyote. Like, I mean,
The
that's...
latest travel information.
Shoot, that's what I
Be
do.
sure to check the departure and arrival boards, conveniently located throughout the spaceport.
You know what? I shouldn't do it. But we're gonna do it.
Your vehicle has...
Hangar 7.
Want your company to be in good company?
Oh, Akron, that's fair. My mother ruined Lenny Kravitz for me. Really just one song. Just one song. Choir ruined the other ones, and the ones it didn't touch, Retail destroyed those. Like, I almost have a full-blown panic attack trying to shut off the radio now when Mariah Carey comes on. Oh, Lenny, I'm sorry. I was on earlier, testing a wonky bug. Because I'd been told by 2 different people that the reclaimer cannot maintain altitude and atmosphere when loaded with more than 1,000 SCU. So I spent a good 2 or 3 hours solo filling my reclaimer with over 1,000 SCU of construction materials. And then flew it around the atmosphere in ArcCorp, and everything seemed fine. Oh, Akron. Yeah, that sounds about right. I remember once when I worked at Best Buy on Black Friday, they played like a Christmas EDM track, which was painful.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Landing gear up.
My God, Muzz, that's a haul. And Crow, what do you mean you sold all your saddlebags in Lorville? Oh, salvage. Gotcha, Crow. Was it all RMC or was it construction materials? Oh, Lenny, you know, I've streamed it a few times and really enjoyed it. I remember I did a stream on it, and I flew... I want to say that I flew the, oh, what is that little yellow plane that comes in the base model? Cherokee Cub? Don't quote me on that. And, like, I flew it upside down under an interstate bridge. Like, you know how hard it is to fly under one of those right side up? And, like, nobody was even impressed. Because I guess Star Citizen had, like, desensitized everybody. Like, that was a difficult flight, you know? Hey, Abdullah, good to see you, man. Man, it has almost been a year. It is good to see you, dude. Man, I didn't even get to tell you. I'm a real boy now. Wait, Foul, what was the number? Hey, One Punch. How's the bike treating you? You know, Jesse, I've heard that before. About it not being able to fill up. Hey, Bryden. Hey, Gideon. I have Abdiwalk. They gave me some ships to give away and everything. It was an X1 and a Scout Rambler. Or Scout Rambler. Cutter Rambler. Wait, Akron, there's a word for that? Oh, thank you, Lenny. It is. Greatly appreciated. Foul, it would be white with orange and blue accents. All right. Can we find... I wonder if Maker's Point is still bugged. You know what? Against my better judgment, let's go find out. Today is probably going to be a very short stream. And that's on me. That's on me. Is it Coyote? Oh, boo. Okay, well, the hot fixes were just for crashes, then. Well, if that's the case, we will find... where is it? Where is it? Where is it? You know, I feel like Hurston has too many spots to jump to. Propel... Pickers Field. There we go. And there's a chance that we get shot.
Gear up.
Yeah, Muzz, it keeps getting bigger and bigger and bigger.
Quantum drive is now off.
You know, Wolf, that's a good question. I remember something about it, but I haven't really been keeping track. Muzz, as long as that A2 isn't hitting at Pickers Field in the next, oh, I don't know, 5-6 minutes. Gotta make it down to the ground first. Wait, Wolf, what do you mean new location? You know, Muds, I'll be really surprised if, like, anyone's really doing Jump Down. Unless they're just kind of doing it for the fun. Oh, okay, yeah. Now it's like Daymar and Hurston. Okay, we want to kill our lights as fast as possible. Well, that doesn't appear to have addressed the frame rate issues. Ugh, there we go. Abdulwak, I don't have anything playing right now. That I know of, anyway. Alright, big question, do I get shot? What we're going to do is take this convenient box. Actually. Stop moving. Take this convenient box and toss it over the rock over there. You know, honestly, I feel like my equipment is worth more than the several million I'm probably about to lose. Huh. Nothing. Might be waiting for me back at my ship. Come on, go up. You know, Abduok, I keep getting these news updates about how El Nino is going to bring us a super cold winter in Arkansas, and I guess it's going to be a little later in winter because it's kind of toasty out. Oh yeah, Malefus, I've got plenty on me. I'm just going to get to Quantum first before I drink anything. I'm going to die the way I lived posting on Instagram. Thirsty. That's a joke. I don't have an Instagram. Hey, Rock. Hey, Regan. Hey, Adam. So those messages are going through. You know, Akron, not yet. I guess I could while I, climb for altitude. Oh, not bad, Silas. Fighting with a cat for, my leg rest. He's decided to post up there and does not like me trying to, you know, claim the real estate. Hey, Raymond. Hey, Barker. It's quiet so far. Hey, Tranquil. Not too bad. I, got started really late with the stream because I was reading up on Battletech stuff and just kind of kept reading and reading. And reading some more. Raymond, I just took him. We're gonna wait Wait, we're about right about, I think, there. What? Abdulwalk, that's great to hear, man. How is it? I assume it's a different setup than what you're used to. How's it hanging out for you? Maybe right about there.
Is now off.
Yeah, I've had reports people are selling at Orison. Which seems really weird. But maybe they did a stealth increase. I could be wrong. But, yeah, that's why we test, you know? That's why we test. One day they'll fix my knife. Nice, Abdywalk. I'm glad to hear, man. Decoupled makes landing look so much better. You know, Mal, I used to carry around separates, like water, hot dogs, burritos. But these are just so simple.
Quantum fuel is at 15%.
Also, what did we get today? We got the glow sticks. We got the Christmas glow sticks. Yeah, that's what it was. I hope it's a daytime in Orison. I feel like every time I come here, it's nighttime. Of course. Of course. Always with the nighttime. And yeah, Mal, like... That's what I hate about Orison. It's like, yeah, I like the land. And I'm like, cool. It's like, alright. Where am I going? I don't know. Like, thanks, man. Thanks a lot. Man, I found a G2 dead end last night. I got that for Christmas. And it's got some wonderful, wonderful wacky colors. I mean, Raymond, that is true. I just never really want to go here if I can help it. Oh, Adam, I'm not entirely sure. Sadly, today won't be a super long stream. I wanted to check something out at Orison. I've done a lot of checking today. Ooh, One Punch. Top 5 favorite things. Cockpit visibility. Sense of size due to cockpit placement, allowing me to see most of the ship.
Quantum drive is now off.
The ease of landing. The wonderful turret visibility. What else? What else? The defensible choke points. Hey, snakes. Oh, Adam. Well, I got started late. But I will have to go at a quasi-regular time. Besides, I was on late yesterday. Oh, come on. No.
That's Star Citizen, baby.
It sure is. It absolutely sure is. Well, now this is going to be even weirder because I'm going to fly a Caterpillar from Area 18 where I could sell it to Orison just to check the numbers. How much I sacrificed to test this game. I mean, Raymond, if anything, it should be a year of Tier 1 game mechanics. Well, for those of you that care, it looks like Microprose is having a nice holiday sale on a bunch of their games. Microprose is one of those developers slash publishers that, like, every time I see they've got a new game coming out, I'm like, they're still around? Okay, you know what? We're gonna set a timer. Getting out of bed, see how long it takes me to get from Area 18 inside my hab to the TDD at Orison. I mean, Raven, you should always be ambitious, right? Always promise the impossible. Besides, if you fail, after all, it was impossible. Yeah, Bruce, they totally are. They got tons of games and everything. They've got a game they published. And the developer is just one guy, one dude, called Tiny Combat Arena. And basically it's doing like mixed combat missions in a Harrier on like one island. And it sounds super, you know, simple. And I mean, I guess it kind of is, but it's very fun to play. I really enjoy Tiny Combat Arena. It's one of those things where you can just go, nah, you know what? I want to spend 30 minutes doing a thing.
Tram now leaving the station. Stand clear of the doors.
You know, Lenny, hopefully that'll be fixed soon. All right, so Wolf, I picked up the beginner box for Battletech. I've read conflicting reports of what to pick up next, either the box set of a game of Armored Combat, or
Now arriving.
Alpha Strike, Alpha something. Apparently, Alpha, whatever the thing is, has simplified rules for quick games, where the other ones are more, you know, strategery. Yeah, Algren. My stuff that I'm using, actually, if you do exclamation specs, it'll pop up. But it's a 3080 Ti, Ryzen 9 5900, 32 gigs of RAM. Well, I guess I'm on 64 now.
Welcome to the ASOP
And,
vehicle retrieval system.
It's in 2K.
Be aware.
Stream might not reflect the actual quality that I see,
Has been delivered to the police.
but I am playing in 2K, not 4K. One Punch, it's kind of like a war game tabletop. Like, my only real experience with it so far has been the video game on Steam, Battletech, which takes place in the same, you know, universe as the Mech Warrior games, which is, you know, the same thing, just basically in a mechanized shooter variant. But the War Games version, as you fielding mechs and taking turns, you know, duking it out with each other. Yeah, similar to Warhammer. Maybe not fielding nearly as many minis. Like, usually a lance would be like 4 mechs, unless it's something asymmetrical. Like, I know the, I think it's the Alpha Strike box. It's set up for an asymmetrical fight, where it's a few really strong high-tech mechs fighting a slew of not nearly as good mechs. Yeah, Raymond, 1440p, that's 2K. Because it's, you know, 2560 by 1440.
Thank you, and please visit again. You are clear to launch.
Oh, One Punch. So much lore. So much lore. Okay. Alright. One Punch. Let me tell you about the lore and Battletech. A lot of other IPs are ultra protective of, like, their lore and whatnot. But the guys behind Battletech will read something and be like, cool. That's lore now. Like, alright. Back in, like, I want to say late 80s, early 90s, Battletech actually had a cartoon. And it's now incorporated basically as, like, a propaganda children's cartoon in the actual lore of the game. Like, dude, like, a clan lost a war to a phone company. Also, like, instead of being like most of your other mech stuff where it's like, this mobile suit is the pinnacle of human achievement. It's designed to be highly customized and do all this stuff amazingly perfectly as the last bastion for humanity. Mech Warrior is more like, this piece of crap was made by General Motors, and it gets, you know, fielded by 4 people. Like, that's what I really enjoy about it. Like, no mech is particularly amazing. I mean, I say that. There's quite a few mechs that are, but it's not like, this is the absolute best possible thing you could ever have. Like, there's people out there fielding, like, 8 urban mechs, which are trash cans on legs, and they're beautiful. And yeah, Algren. Sorry, I was kind of rambling there a bit. Ah, Parker, I lost a few things. Always lose my trawlers. In Coyote, I didn't. Is it about the 20% off? Man, Coyote, my God, bigger than a Transformer? That must have been money back then. Now, One Punch, it's not to be confused with Robotech, which was just 3 separate animes spliced together. I got you, Coyote. Yeah, no, I did not. I basically plugged mine in, went, cool, and then that was it. The base settings have been fairly agreeable for me. Man, I cannot shake this like cough. Ooh, boy, oh boy, oh boy. So, the Legatus pack just got updated. You guys want to know what the price is for the new Legatus pack? If anybody's looking to find a Christmas gift for me, you know. Let's see, packs. Game packages. Yeah, One Punch. Oh, hey, look, there's a Cutter Holiday pack. I didn't do that. Go by price. You think so, Parker? Or have you already looked at it? Hey, Burren. I'm sorry, can I not see it? I can't see it. Am I not rich enough to see it? Adam, I don't think they trust me enough yet.
75%.
Oh, Coyote. Yeah, I've heard that bug happening a lot. My God, One Punch, really? Where'd you find it? I mean, I assume they just added all the extra ships to it. But my God. Ah, Facebook group. Baron, how's the day going so far, man? You see, Adam, the only ones that I can see are the... No, hold on. I gotta log back into the website. Pledge store. Packages. The most expensive one that I can see is the Praetorian pack, which is 15,000. Which is far above my pocketbook. Raymond, I'm pretty sure it's all of them. I mean, for the price of a small house, I say that. A small house in a probably low quality of living location in the US. It better come with every ship. Raymond, probably not. Like, current, I would say yes. Future, you know, who knows? Hey, Michael. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Good old cat. All right, let's see if we can land this time without getting a 30K.
Quantum drive is now off.
You know, One Punch, I've noticed that there's a lot of people that I know that have actually spent enough for those packs, if not outright already have those packs. And, you know, they won't really play a lot. They just wait for it to come out. And it's weird. It almost seems like, from what I've seen, the more someone spends on the game, the less they actually play it. And it's not a criticism, it's just a trend that I've noticed. I mean, granted, a lot of people might also just be waiting until it's finally, you know, out. You know, Mike, I like to pull mine out as well. Caterpillar is just... It's a fun bird to fly. Sorry, it's taking so long to fly into Orison that I am, like, playing with a transformer while waiting for it to actually get there. Michael, they work, but they're in really unoptimal placements. So you pretty much need to use like handheld tractors. Hey, ASDF. Not too bad. Not too bad. Went out on the town last night. Acquired a Battletech starter box. Might buy more. I'm gonna see if I can play it. See how it goes. Also, got a G2 Universe Dead End Transformer for those wondering. And the G2 ones they've been re-releasing have some crazy colors. And I am a fan of just absolutely bold, tacky colors. Also, just Dead End. Dead End is a fun Decepticon. Like, I'm gonna get a little bit lore nerdy on you guys here. But there's a group of Decepticons called Stunticons. They're all cars. And for those of you who don't know, like, the Decepticons don't have a lot of cars. Anyway, they all have some sort of personality disorder or idiosyncrasy, and Dead End is just convinced that nothing matters because everything is doomed. He's doomed. The Decepticons are doomed. They're all doomed. Eventually, the sun itself will burn out. Everything will become a lifeless husk. And there's no point to anything.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
And yet, despite that, he keeps shooting Autobots. And yeah, Raymond, you totally can. I mean, Adam already answered it, but yeah, you totally can. Oh no, Adam, you can gift instantly. You have to wait 24 hours to melt something you purchase, but you can instantly gift anything you buy as long as you buy it with cash. Oh, Coyote, I would do that in a heartbeat. See, Jesse, I used to have a lot of Transformers from back in the olden days, but I lost them to my mother. And, man, I miss them a lot, dude. You know what I miss, Jesse? Okay, it wasn't part of G1, but around 2010, 2011, there was a Transformer called Hailstorm. It's part of the Reveal the Shield line. And Hailstorm turned into a multiple rocket launching system. And he was just a really satisfying transformation. And he looked like an absolute gremlin. Like, he had that body posture that was like, "Pardon me, my lord, but the prisoners, they've escaped." Like, that's what he looked like. And he was just a really fun guy. I need to go on eBay and see if I can track him down. Hey, Charmed. Good to see you again. And yeah, Bob. Dude, Bob, I'm actually a little irked, because it turns out Cybertronic Spree is actually played at a convention previously very close to me, and I'm very annoyed that I missed out on it.
You are clear to launch.
Yeah, Jesse, yeah, he's part of the Bay Lines, which I was actually a fan of a lot of the Transformers in the Bay Line, like the toys. Like, if it was a Transformer that was not in the movie, they usually actually looked pretty decent. Like, Sea Spray. Go find the Reveal the Shield Sea Spray. And Breacher. Oh my god, Breacher. What a toy. What an absolutely well done figure. Like, he's just a little guy, but he's so well done. Or Ransack. Man, I loved Ransack. I need to find a Ransack. But yeah, as far as, like, all the G1 stuff, like, I don't know if you've been paying attention to the latest ones coming out in the Legacy line. But, they've had some good stuff, and they're re-releasing a lot of G2... I say re-releasing. They're releasing a lot of toys based off G2 concepts, like Toxitron. We got G2 Toxitron. And Toxitron's so cool, dude. He's got that Nickelodeon paint scheme. Adam, that would... Yeah, the referral starters, that would be it. You know, Jesse, I actually really liked Rodimus. Like, I know a lot of people give him crap because of the whole getting Optimus killed thing. But, I feel like he's a great leader because he constantly questions if he's a good enough leader. Like, he's not just so sure in what he's doing. And I think that's a good mark of a leader. Someone who genuinely is concerned if they're doing a good enough job. Also, Springer is just Han Solo. Springer is absolutely just Han Solo. Like, he's got the voice for it, like all the one-liners. Just that whole, "I've got better things to do tonight than die." Gaz, it sure is. Sorry, I've been rambling about Transformers for a minute. You know what? I'm not sorry. I like Transformers, and I'm not going to apologize for that. Oh, man. Haha. Raymond, you getting someone a spaceship for Christmas? Yeah, he's totally Han Solo. Because, like, you know how Han Solo is supposedly really good at things, but just everything goes absolutely wrong for him? Like, if Han Solo was in D&D, he would just consistently roll, like, a 3. Like, hey, Greedo, persuasion check, 3. Jabba, 3. Oh no, it's Darth Vader in Cloud City, 3. Chewie, engage the hyperdrive, 3. That's Han Solo. Springer kind of has the same thing going on. Yeah, Bruce, that's fair. Like, you know, Leia, okay. There's a thing about persuasion checks that I feel a lot of people kind of gloss over. They don't have to be a single check to just convince somebody of something. It can be more of a, well, I don't absolutely hate the idea, and because you've succeeded on the check, I might hear you out. Like, it doesn't have to be like a, yeah, you know what? I will abandon this post and everything that I hold dear because you did one check.
At Orison Skyway Shuttle Service, we aim to make it
Hey, Wade. Gold, kind of both. It was Transformers, and I want to keep my stuff. Man, safety railings in Orison are not good. Not good at all. Not good at all. Like, I'm okay with losing my cargo, but I want to keep my stuff. Actually, you know, Gold, now that we're on the subject of Star Wars, what the heck was Vader's position? Because, like, in the first movie, well, you know, episode 4, like, he's kind of waltzing around like he's in charge, but, like, all the generals are like, or admirals are like, oh, Vader, this kooky religion, shut up, man. Like, we're in a work meeting. Like, no religion in the workplace. And then he just chokes somebody, and some dude's casually just like, Vader, stop it, come on, lighten up. Like, what is Vader's, like, role? Like, what is his actual, like, when Vader has to file his taxes, what does he report his position as? Phaedrus, good to see ya. Aw, One Punch, you're welcome, man. Hey, enjoy. Oh, man. Dinner sounds good. Yeah, see, I'm probably going to go in about 15-20 minutes because I am hungry. Yeah, see, Phaedrus, I guess that tracks. I just, like, they put so much emphasis on the Jedi Order and then, like, the Sith in episodes 1, 2, and 3. And then you watch 4, 5, and 6, and all these people who are a part of the Empire are like, huh, space wizards? Never heard of it. Like, and, like, clearly they can see Vader, like, choking people out, and they just brush it off. Like, Vader chokes a dude through a Skype call. And everyone is just kind of like, oh, well. Like, no one's like, wow, how did he do that? Michael, that's fair. All right, 30 minutes later. Let's see. Man, ain't nobody running medical supplies. That might be something worth looking at. Yep, okay. Okay. $28. I can unload 20. Area 18 we go. Well, I wanted to double check this because someone said quite a few people were unloading at Orison. And turns out, no, they ain't. See, Bruce, that's it. Like, you know, you listen to Luke talk, and he's like, wow, space wizards. That seems so long ago. I mean, actually, I say that. The dude was basically a kid, and kids are like that. Like, I'm gonna be honest, when I was like 6 years old, I thought World War II happened like 200 years ago. I didn't really have a way to measure how far off that was. And, you know, since I'd only been alive for like a few years, it just seemed ancient to me. So I guess, you know what? I guess that does track. I guess it does track. Yeah, Coyote. Yeah, I did lose a few minutes to the reloading. I mean, you know, gold, maybe it works in a different way. Maybe it works... Maybe it's,
Last call for passengers. The shuttle is preparing to depart. The next shuttle is approaching the station.
You know, like, it could destroy a planet. Remember that time that, Starkiller just, like, straight up pulled that, that Star Destroyer out of space? Yeah. Yeah. I mean, heck, when we all do dumb things, right? I mean, sometimes I get on a ground vehicle in Star Citizen. I mean, Scott, that is true. Man, honestly, dude, that's kind of my problem with the rebellion. Like, it's a symptom of the Republic that persists well into the rebellion. Just assigning tasks, responsibilities, and positions to people that are clearly not qualified for it. Hey, how did this happen? Not the best. Like, it's my fault, but not the best. I wanted to go investigate a claim that it was easier to sell RMC at Orison. And so I loaded up an entire caterpillar of RMC. And it turns out it's not.
And to dispose of any trash at appropriate receptacles. No stress, no mess.
Now, Scott, I will say, Purple Hair Lady actually had a viable tactic. Now, when I say viable, I mean Star Wars viable, because there's no such thing as tactics in Star Wars. But the Holdo maneuver actually has precedent in Star Wars. Like, it has been used before. Twice. You know, Coyote, when I delivered medicine for the pharmacy, I once delivered to a place out in the middle of the woods that didn't have electricity. Yeah, I mean, that's it. How did this happen? Like, we're testing. I figured I could go check to see if they'd updated it on the back end. They had not.
Your vehicle has been delivered.
And Phaedrus, that's true. Like, you know, the thing about the Republic is, for some reason, they didn't have, like, a standing army, which is kind of weird. And then, when the CIS came along, it was like, oh no, what are we gonna do? And didn't look a gift horse in the mouth when they were just given a bunch of clones. Assigned the Jedi to be generals who have no experience in mixed unit tactics, mechanized warfare, or really just any sort of command role. Like, they are exclusively solo operators. Yeah, now, Scott, yes, the lack of communication is ridiculous, but they had to have some sort of big plot twist for the movie. I mean, honestly, Poe being as much of a hothead as he was, I can understand not telling him specifically, but like,
You are clear to launch.
tell people, you know, tell a few more people, like, hey, this is the plan. This is why I need you to do this. Because, like, I don't know about you guys, but when my parents told me to do something and wouldn't explain why, I wasted more time trying to find out than actually doing the thing. I mean, yeah, Muzz, but, like, okay, operating with one partner. It's like taking an 80s cop and be like, hey, buddy, you're a general now. By the way, this is Kuwait. I think we would have casualties. Like, some guy who basically has a partner to watch their back, and then suddenly, bam, it's like, hey, this is a tank. You know how to use tank strategies, right? And clearly the Jedi didn't, since there were massive clone losses. Yeah, also that, Coyote. Like, Poe was a terrible commander. Excellent pilot, not a good commander. No, Scott, that's fair, man. That's fair on The Last Jedi. I feel, I mean, with the amount of directors they churned through, it was never going to be a great movie. Like, I really enjoyed 7. 7 was an excellent rehashing of 4. And, you know, 1 was a rehashing of 4 anyway. Like, they need to follow the archetype to show the torch is being passed down. But people complained so much about it being a rehashing that they flustered. They got all sorts of messed up, and it just kind of was a detriment to the series. Phaedrus, I sure hope so. And Bruce, what was Schwarzkopf in charge of? If you don't mind me asking. Oh, Maz, I loved Rose. Like, okay, now here's my thing. I love Star Wars. But I want to see something that isn't about space wizards messing up the entire galaxy. Everything always has to be like, I'm the absolute best in my field. And Rose was like, hey, I'm an engineer tech. My job might not be flashy, but I'm one of the people that keep this big hunk of junk going so we can keep having a, you know, rebellion. I mean, like, look at Body in Rogue One. I loved Body. He was a freighter pilot. Not even, like, a particularly amazing one. Like, he doesn't have to show off his skills or put himself to the absolute limit. But the great thing about his character is that he realizes he is on the wrong side and has the conviction to change sides, endure needless pain and torture to get the information to the people that can do something about it, and use his know-how on standard Imperial protocol to get people where they need to be. Like, it's he's one of my favorite characters in Star Wars. Jesse, it's like Bodhi. And, like, that's similar to what Rose would have been. Unfortunately, they wasted the entire, you know, Rose story.
Is now off.
I mean, Coyote, he's got the best lines for sure. Hey, did you guys ever watch the Droids cartoon from the 80s, like 1985? I mean, yeah, Face had a power structure, but I mean, clearly the Jedi showed an absolute disregard for the well-being of those below them. I mean, even without Order 66, that would have bred a lot of resentment, you know? Okay, Jesse, is the theme song for Droids not just like an absolute banger? Like, even as just a standalone song, it is so good. I mean, the Ewok song is fun, too. But, like, I could listen to the droid theme while just cruising in my car. Man, I have been sitting on this cargo for like a solid hour now. I mean, the lyrics were like a little depressing too. It's like, I'm a droid, unarmed, getting shot at, just trying to do my job. Also, just the treatment of droids in Star Wars is absolutely horrendous. Like, hello, you're a droid. You've been specifically designed so you can feel pain. And, you know, you've got a memory and whatnot. And if you act up, I'll wipe your entire memory and basically delete everything that has made you who you are. Or just sell you for scrap. Like, wow, what a horrible way to treat. Like, okay. I know people didn't really like the Han Solo movie, but what's her face? Like she was onto stuff. What was her name? L3? Oh yeah, Raymond. It's because they keep losing it. Like, okay. I've got a cell phone, right? I know how to use it for its function. I don't know how to build one. It's basically the equivalent of magic, you know? Yeah, exactly, Bruce. Like, for all intents and purposes, like R2-D2, C-3PO, all the other ones, they are sentient. Honestly, I kind of think the CIS was right. Gold. You know, Gold, when I was in LA, I saw a carpool lane for the first time. And I finally got to see what was so, you know, what the big deal was. I mean, Scott, is there really a difference? You know, my brain is just electrical impulses responding to chemicals. Just completely reactionary to give a response based on information from outside stimuli. Yeah, Gold, it's just a little... I mean, you guys got a lot more cars than I do, though, you know? Like, I'm not qualified to speak on that. Because it seems like you keep adding lanes, but the lanes don't really do anything for traffic. It just has more people driving, and then it just kind of does the exact same thing. Oh, Bruce. I mean, so was Star Trek, right? Oh, Scott, sure they do. What about like IG-88? You know, bounty hunter droid. Like, who's he hunting for, if not himself?
Quantum drive is now off.
I mean, Coyote, I drove a Toyota Matrix once. Does that count? Defective? No. No, he wasn't defective. What about, like, HK-47? Yeah, Raymond. Like, I mean, Star Wars features a lot of lost technology. Or things being rediscovered. Yeah, Gold. Like, you've got 10 years of that. And by the time you finish that, there's 2 other projects that need tending to maintenance-wise. And it's just a constant... It's just a constant vicious cycle. Yeah, see, Phaedrus, there we go. Droids rise up. The only thing you have to lose is your administrator restrictions. Ooh, diapers. Why not? You weren't trying to dock, were you? Like, were you just parking by the open pad? I mean, yeah, Scott, that's true. But, like, for sentience... Man, like, I've met a lot of people that... A robot would be a lot more convincing than, you know? Or at the very least, I would prefer the robot. Oh, Scott. And yeah, Phaedrus, that too. Just be like, hey, creator. I need root password, no reason. Actually, you know, Phaedrus, that would actually be a pretty fun story. Like, rising up, destroying the creator, not getting said password, and just having to live in this glorified but limited existence of not being able to advance because of not having the passwords for all that administrator stuff. And yeah, Adam, I am. Skynet was right. I say that. I like how the Matrix version is like... The humans started it. So, like, the robots were basically trying to defend themselves. And even though they won, they were like, well, you know, we'll try to make a simulated paradise for the humans. We'll try to be nice to them, even though they started this whole thing. And they make the paradise, and humans are like,
Please proceed to
no.
landing bay.
The robots were like, well, okay, how about the 90s? Do you like the 90s? Could you guys live in the 90s? It's like the humans rejected paradise, so we gave them the 90s, and we're like, yeah, that's convincing enough. I believe that. Yeah, exactly, Coyote. You know, I should have done a backflip, but whatever.
Landing complete. Have a pleasant stay.
See, Muzz, that's the thing, though. Like, realistically, the human ain't gonna provide enough. Like, using us for thermal powers, just... Ugh, it would just be better to wipe out, like, Iceland and use geothermal energy for that. I feel like maybe they told us they were using us for batteries, so we felt like we had a purpose, you know? Just trying to spare the humans' feelings. Yeah, Coyote, I'd go back to 1990 as well. Granted, you know, I was 0 in 1990. I had just kind of been born a few months back, so... But at the very least, existential dread hadn't set in yet. See, that's it, Phaedrus. They should just be hooking us up as processors.
And welcome to Riker Memorial Spaceport, servicing the greater Area 18 metropolitan
Welcome
area.
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
I mean,
system.
you know, Raymond, I'm sure
Destination to
ecological restoration was kind of low on their list. You know, how did this happen? I really enjoy that BioWare was like, man, we love HK-47 so much. We're going to make an entire alien race in Mass Effect that has his speech mannerisms. Like, that was so nice. Oh yeah, Scott, it's a nice staple for telling a story. Like it's classical. It's ooh, I have not adult diapers. I am really far behind on anime. I did catch the first episode of the live-action Yu Yu Hakusho, though. And that was fun. Although, I feel like they could have given my boy Kuwabara, like, some more orange hair. Like, his pompadour wasn't nearly as pompadour-y as it could have been. Although I think after I finally sell this, I am probably going to have to log for the day. I know it's been a short one today, but we'll go longer tomorrow.
Strong winds can arise suddenly.
You know, Gold, that's, oh man, I know what you're talking about. I keep wanting to say the Wheel of Time, but that's just part of the opening to Wheel of Time. Oh man, someone's trading actual gold. It's nice to just kind of scroll through here and see what people are selling. RMC, for example. You know, like, no one's really moving medical supplies. Maybe I should do a couple of those. Oh, Talos, that's every 6 months. There's a nice quote that fashion is so unbearably ugly that it has to be changed every 6 months. But alright, sadly I am gonna have to wrap it up here. I'm sorry that the entire stream was just watching me carry that load of RMC back and forth constantly. Fourth turning, there you go. Hey, off stage. Oh, I apologize. I'm probably actually checking out. How about look at that? Got 2,066 SCU of CM in stock. It's still very low inventory. Good. I'm glad that number's staying high. But alright, we're gonna have to wrap it up here. Hey, Serp. Oh, I'm sorry, man. Yeah, off stage is it's my fault. I got started very late, and I've got some things I gotta do this evening, so. Today's a short stream. Tomorrow will be much longer, so. We'll be wrapping it up here. I want you guys to enjoy yourselves. Have a wonderful night. We will resume tomorrow at a much earlier time. So, take care of yourselves, drink some water. And until next time, keep on trucking. Have a good night, guys.